Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be working on the Lifted MX5 again. I'm going to be skipping ahead with a bit of work as the weather is dreadful outside. I still have to fix the rust up front and the clearance, which is what you will have seen in the previous video, but I'm doing this before, just a bit of prep for the body kit to go into the Mark 1 Mazda MX5. Just after finishing spraying the Rocketbunny kit here, I actually think I'm going to stick with the matte black. It looks sick, it does, on the fenders there. They're basically completely sprayed now. I haven't done a two-tick, but I'm not going to be peeling it off these anytime soon, so I'm probably going to leave it at that as it's taken to the colour. The back panel I'm going to finish tomorrow. It's kind of wet as it was out in the rain. I was getting a bit of water dripping down there. Don't want to be spraying it while it's wet. So I'm going to let that dry overnight. Same with these. I'm probably not going to do the gloss coat on that. When I come back tomorrow, I'm going to be spraying this, and then I'm going to be fitting the fender flares as well. We are back now, day 2. After finishing spraying all the fenders and the back rear panel. That looks so sweet, it does. It matches these exactly. I didn't use the gloss in the end. I'm sticking with the matte. I think the finish looks really cool. And I have the front fender flares here to go on as well. There is a little bit of a problem with these just due to how bad the rust is at the front there and fitment wise with these going back on, as the brackets are completely gone. So I'm going to do my best to make it match up the front, and I'm going to get new front fenders in the future. So I'm going to take all this masking off the back. We're going to throw the lights back in, they're still out, and then I'll push the car out a little bit and we'll try fit on those fenders. The back ones are going to fit perfect, they're going to fit really well. Front ones are going to fit a bit kind of shitty just due to how bad the rust is. The bracket holding the front bumper and the front fender together is completely gone, so I'm probably going to have to kind of bend it, and there's going to be little gaps and stuff at the front. But in the future I'm going to get new front fenders and that will fix that. But for today we're just going to be putting them on like this. I have peel rivets as well, so I put less stress on the fiberglass. They kind of split and kind of like spider legs that comes around the outside and grabs onto the back of the metal. So we're going to be using that all around. There's little markings on the Rocketbunny kit here all around. It's about probably 5 or 6 per fender. And this is the front one here that has a little bit that comes along the sills, and the rear one doesn't have that part. I've just after finished fitting all the Rocketbunny fender flares. The car looks sweet. I'm going to show it to you in a second. There was a lot of trial and error with it. First time I put them on, I basically followed the lines with where it would go on a normal car. Things are a bit different with this, as I've cut the fenders previously already, and just due to like how big the tires are, the wheels on this, I had to move them around. I had to basically drill 2 sets of holes. First time I done it completely wrong. Second time got it right a bit better, and then there were some parts that I had to move, kind of stretch the fender a little bit. But anyway, this is the rear. It looks class. There is a bit of wheel gap, quite a fair bit, so I will probably get spaces for the rear. The front around here you can see fits very good. That stops tapping. You can see it is fairly in line with it. Actually comes out the tiniest little bit. You can see how cool it looks from behind there. just how wide it is now with the Rocketbunny fender flares and those wide wheels. Definitely going to get some spaces for the rear, actually the rear panel as well, only noticing that now. This is my first time having the car out. This is the last kind of 3-4 videos that you've seen have been 3-4 days for me. I've been doing this kind of day after day. Yesterday I fitted the flush panel, I think, and a few other bits. That looks class, so it's all rounded out at the back. I've done the same color as the fender flares. As you can see there, they're the exact same color. So next thing I'll be doing is probably touching up the paint, just trying to restore that, make it look a little bit better. But the Rocketbunny fenders definitely look so sweet, so much better than those universal fender flares I was gonna put on. Just, they fit perfect, especially up front. Just look at that, it's perfect. Definitely really happy with this. They went on easy enough. There was a bit of trial and error just due to things being different on my car because it's lifted and everything like that. It's a little bit different to someone putting on like a lowered car where the fitment with the kit was pretty good. For a rep kit anyway, it was very decent. It only cost me €70, so it was a steal. And Plasti Dip is looking really well as well. When I have the paint kind of corrected up, looking a lot better, I think it'll look really good. The kind of matte on top of the shiny red paint, if it ever becomes shiny. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you'd like to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.